Hello and welcome to the Markless Podcast, where we talk about anything and everything. I am Joshua, and as always, I am joined by my beautiful, handsome, darling, smartest person, second
Oh,
smartest person in the world, Hayden.
highly turned.
What'd you say?
I said I was highly turned on.
Oh, okay. And then I'm joined also by the first smartest man in the world. Um, Hayden, what's not a compliment for Brody?
Um,
I see how this is.
See how?
Smart. He's
Yeah.
definitely the shortest person.
Oh, yeah. You're like what, 4'2", something like that.
Sure, Josh. Yep.
You dick.
Actually,
You dick.
I'm 2'7". So
Anyways, Brody's here. Brody's here. We can't forget about Brody's here. Don't worry.
Brody's here.
Say hi, Brody.
hi, you motherfuckers.
And that is it for today. It's
I'll
just
catch you guys next time.
the three,
The
just
three amigas.
the three amigos, and yeah. So it's been 2 weeks since we've uploaded a episode, hasn't it, boys? Obviously, we did not upload the Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, which would have been Friday, and that is because I don't know. It's time for the fam bam. It's just time for the fam. It was time for the boys.
Yep,
Just
gotta have time for the boys.
we weren't stupid. We did record a podcast, and it was complete dog shit. Actually, we were recording for about 20 minutes, and
Maybe we
then
can have that in for the vault. That could be the vault episode number.
maybe, but we were doing a podcast. We were recording it on like a Monday, and everyone was going back to our hometown. What, like Wednesday, Thursday? Brody was gonna edit it on a plane, and we were started recording. It was actually halfway decent because we had absolutely nothing to talk about, but like we kind of had a structure. And it was halfway decent, and then our recording software actually crashed. And it was just like, oh yep, we're not gonna give you that past 20 minutes. You just recorded. So we had absolutely nothing, and then we just tried to pick up where we left off, and it was not good. Right, Brody? You had
Yeah.
Did you even
I mean,
edit
I
it?
did edit it on the plane. It just didn't come out too great because it was a pile
Yeah.
of dog shit. I mean, you can polish a turd, but at some point it's still a
There's
turd.
only so
It's
much dirt.
it's still a turd at the end of the day. So yeah, that's why you guys did not get an episode last week. But you know what? It's okay. Don't worry. We're back on the grind. We'll probably have something up for Christmas. We're not going to skip another holiday, right, boys?
Yeah, we'll do a Christmas special.
No,
Ooh,
no.
that's what we try to do
Oh,
a Thanksgiving special. Look how that went.
yeah,
But
the Christmas.
Dude, but it'll make a hell of a fucking lost footage on the YouTubes.
indeed it will. Indeed it will. But I hope you guys, everyone out there, had a good Thanksgiving. I hope you guys all had good travels, safe travels. I know we all did. We all had an amazing time. I hope you got to go back home, see the fam, see the boys, see the girls if that's what you're into. Just all the stuff. So Merry Hanukkah, right, boys?
Merry Hanukkah.
Um,
Uh,
what did you guys? Do you guys? What was your favorite part about Thanksgiving this year?
I would have to say just spending time with family, eating a
Yeah.
bunch of food, passing out like normal.
Okay. One thing I will have to say is like now that I've moved away and I don't see everyone every single day, it's like family gatherings is like, oh hey, it's kind of nice to see you guys now. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Like I don't know. I just felt like that's one aspect that kind of changed. And
I
like you
think you
can
kind
walk.
of start to appreciate it more.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like I didn't care about my family before, but it was like, oh hey, I haven't seen you in like 4 months. It's nice to see you
Yeah.
again. And it
Yeah,
was
like I
like,
hadn't seen my grandma in a while. I'm like, oh hey, it's nice to see you. You know, we hugged,
Gam
played some
gam.
cards, and
yeah, exactly. I played some euchre. I didn't win the tournament. I got like second though, but I did play some euchre. But yeah. So Hayden, what was your favorite part?
Mine was definitely because I'm a food man.
The food. What kind of food
I
though?
love me some food. We had turkey and ham, but ham is definitely
fucking
ham and mashed
overachiever.
potatoes.
Green bean casserole, dude. That's where it's at. Hands
And
down.
bread. Bread's
Oh my
pretty good.
god, at my uncle's we had roasted water nut or no fuck. What are they called? They were roasted. Oh my goodness. They're like it's a nut Oh my god.
Roasted.
I think you're a nut, Josh.
No, it's a
know what-
nut. What kind of nut is it? Come on, what name off nuts?
Cashews.
No.
Chestnut.
Honey.
No,
Walnuts.
no.
Almond.
Like the nuts that are in Chinese food, they're not really nuts, but they're considered they're actually nuts.
Fortune cookies.
No. Come on, boys. Don't you know you're nuts? Oh my goodness. Anyways, it
I
was
know
like
my nuts. I don't
it
know
was
about
like
other
it
people's
was
nuts.
Yeah,
it
I was
was
gonna
like
say.
it was those nuts with bacon wrapped around
Yeah.
it and in barbecue in a crock pot, and it was so good. That's like probably my highlight. And creamy casserole. You just can never forget the creamy casserole.
Dude, my
But-
favorite part of Thanksgiving food is my grandma makes this cherry pie that's sour. It's the best shit ever. You throw a fucking ton of Cool Whip on it, and oh my god.
I actually, when I was like little, I hated cherry pie. And now cherry pie is pretty lit. Not gonna lie.
Oh,
Is this an innuendo? Or are you talking about actual cherry pie?
No, oh my, no. I mean like actual cherry pie. I think
I
it
know.
was. I think it was. I think it was just
Cherry
chestnut. I
pie.
think they. I think they were chestnuts. No, they weren't
I
chestnuts.
said chestnuts. You
It wasn't.
fuck.
It wasn't chestnuts, dude. It wasn't.
I was gonna say I
was
could have swore
it?
he said.
He did say chestnuts, but it wasn't chestnuts.
That was
Oh,
the first thing I said, and I was so confident
because
that I
someone
didn't say
like,
anything else.
someone was like,
Roasted
"It's
chestnuts
this."
is
It
more of
was
a
someone was
Christmas
like,
thing,
"It was
isn't it?
lit." It was this, and I was like, "What? Where did that come from?" And then like we had to look it up.
I know chestnuts are pretty big.
I know,
Giggity.
but okay. Anyways, what we came to talk about was some dreams. Yeah, just like dreams in general. Because dreams are just like, I don't know. To me, like I feel like I've never had like a point in my life where like I've had these crazy dreams that like I don't know, like the falling dream that like everyone like you know the meme like you wake up in class and stuff like that. I've never
you
had one
don't?
of those. I've
Yeah.
never
You never
had one of
had
those.
one?
I've never
That's
had one of
insane
those.
that you haven't.
I've seriously never had one of those. Like
Oh,
I've
wait,
never.
When's the last time you had a dream?
I don't even know.
Dude, I couldn't tell you. Like honestly, it's
I
been
haven't
so
had a
long.
dream in months, at least that I remember. Because you always have dreams, but
I
you
think
don't
you have like
remember them all.
thousands of dreams a night. I think it's
Yeah,
something
but
like
you don't remember them all. I
Yeah.
don't, if I haven't had a dream I remembered for months.
I mean, like I remember there's a couple dreams that I've had that just like stick out, and like there was this one where uh, I was like John Wick. It was like Call of Duty action. I was just like shooting a bunch of bad guys. I had one of those dreams. It was pretty dope. But like I don't know. And like when I was a kid, like probably till I was like 10, I had really bad night terrors and stuff like that. And I don't really remember anything like that. And like honestly, I haven't even had a bad dream to where like I jump up like freaking out, you know what I mean?
Oh, I've had a couple.
I haven't had one in a long time.
You ever have like dreams where like you're watching yourself do something really stupid?
No.
I haven't.
Because it sucks because you know as yourself what you're doing is stupid as fuck, but you're not controlling yourself. So you're just watching yourself do some stupid fucking shit and you can't stop it.
Yeah. Have you guys ever experienced sleep paralysis?
No.
You will need to explain to me
Okay.
what.
So sleep paralysis is basically I think it's your mind is awake, but your body is still asleep. And you cannot open your eyes. So it's like you're dreaming, but you know I can't like you're in a state of dream, but yet you can control your mind. And it's not a lucid dream. A lucid dream is where you can control everything in your dream. Sleep paralysis is like where it's usually like scary things because so the first thing it's fucked up, but the first thing your mind goes to when you're in a state of sleep paralysis is someone is after to get you. So it's like will you be laying there, see someone walk through the room, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can't speak, you can't do anything like that. My brother actually he experienced this. He said that he was sleeping. He lives alone. He was sleeping in his house, and he swears to God he was awake and he was laying in bed. He heard his front door open. He heard his front door close. He heard someone come up to his bedroom, wiggle the knob, and then it. And he remembers being awake. he couldn't open his eyes, he couldn't move his arms, couldn't move his legs, and that's what sleep paralysis is. It's like your body's asleep, but your mind's not. And he swears up and down that someone came into his house, but he woke up in the morning, his front door was locked. No one his bedroom door was locked. Everything was fine.
It's fucking scary.
It is
Yeah,
like,
cool.
and there's like you can't wake up. You can't wake up from it. It's just like you're basically experiencing that, and there's like nothing you can do about it.
Well, I always see like the memes and stuff of, like people like your sleep paralysis demon standing in the corner and shit like that. Like,
No, dude, that's an actual thing.
yeah, like we just think there's someone
It's
there and
not
you can't
freezing.
move, you can't do anything.
Yeah, and that's just I get like I don't
I
want to.
can-
I do. That is sketchy as all get out. That's
Well,
really sketchy.
I remember when I was a kid, I thought I was just like seeing shit, but it could have been a sleep paralysis thing. I was laying in bed, my door was open to the hallway, and I could have sworn there was like a shadow on my wall coming from the hallway of like a dude holding a gun out that kind of crept
Ooh.
closer and closer to my room and then
Wait,
just
this was
disappeared. Huh?
this was in a dream.
Well, I thought it was real life, but it could have been a sleep paralysis. So I thought I was
Yeah,
just
it-
imagining shit, but thinking
might
about
have
it
been,
now,
dude.
it probably was a sleep paralysis. Because,
It
like,
might have been.
once in the morning, obviously, everything's fine. All the doors locked, nothing,
Yeah.
nobody was there. But I swear on, like, my life that there was a shadow of a dude fucking holding a gun
Yeah.
walking down the hallway.
And that's exactly how my brother is. Like he swears to God someone came into his house when there was just like I remember him coming over the next morning. He was like freaking out talking about it. And my stepmom started looking into it. She's like, "No, you're fine. It was just sleep paralysis. It was just like a bad dream and stuff like that." And
Yeah.
like there's actually like when I was young, like I had have night terrors. Like I don't remember this, but like I would wake up and I would still be asleep and I'd freak out. I was like 5. My parents told me this. I'd wake up, freak out. I would say there's someone next to me like trying to get me and stuff like that. It's actually like I don't want to say it's a mental condition, but it's like actually it's not even disease. I don't know. It's just actually something that, like happens to people. It's just even on a regular. Can you imagine having like seeing someone be asleep and just seeing someone staring in the corner of your room at you every night, every time you fell asleep? Like you wouldn't want to
Dude, I
fall
would
asleep.
never fucking sleep. Yeah.
You wouldn't want to sleep. Like and that would be awful. But the weird thing about dreams is that some dreams actually like mean things. Like if something happens in your life, you'll have this dream, or at least that's what we think. I guess I don't know the specifics or like actual research or study behind all of it, but um they say the dreams about falling. What do you guys think that could possibly be related to in your life? Any guesses?
Maybe it's just like screwing up.
Yeah, my only guess would be maybe failure, some shit like
I
that.
mean, actually,
Because those get me
that's
quite a not like normally now, but I used to have them
yeah.
every once in a while where they would just scare the bejesus out of me. I'd be like somehow falling.
So, dream like people who study dreams. I don't know. It says dream interpretations. I don't know exactly what the technical term is, but they say because if you don't know who you're talking about, you just say they. They say that falling dreams are signs that something in your life isn't going well. It might suggest that you need to rethink a choice or consider a new direction in some areas of your life. That's interesting.
No, I'm
Well, see, I always
glad
get those
maybe I'm
like
not failing.
when I'm in like a really light sleep. I get those
Yeah.
because it
Or
like
like when you
snaps you out
you're
of it.
when you're not supposed to be sleeping and like you actually do fall
Yeah,
asleep and shit like that. Yeah.
because you're not supposed to be sleeping, so you're not in a real deep sleep, and then it just like, bam,
Yeah. Have you guys
scares the shit
ever
out of you.
dreamt about dying? Like you died?
Yes.
Really?
And isn't that's
Oh,
when you wake up like as you die because your body doesn't know what happens after you die or some crap, so it can't like, because
I don't know.
I think it's something like you can't make up a face. Like everyone in your dreams, it's someone you've seen at least once that maybe you don't remember seeing, but your brain remembers it because you can't like make up a face or some shit. It's just crazy. I think there was one where like, I think I had one I got shot. I had one where I fell off a building. That one I woke up like the falling thing. That
Yeah.
obviously.
So they say that like dreams you die in is reflects anxiety about change or fear of the unknown.
Yeah, that explains a lot.
I guess that's interesting because I mean like Yeah, I mean, like if you're nervous about something or like you just make a big life-changing decision. I mean,
Dude,
I don't
I'm
know why.
always nervous about something.
Really?
Yeah,
Don't show it.
well, especially now that finals are coming. That's
Yeah,
all
fuck
that I can think
finals.
about. Yeah.
But like one thing I've always like thought about is like I've never had a dream about becoming a pilot. And like that is something like that's been like my dream job ever since I've been like 13 years old. So like 5+ years I've had this dream job of being a pilot. And I've never had a dream about me being in a cockpit of an airplane, a helicopter, of anything and actually flying. And I've done it. I've done it in real life before, so I know exactly what it's like, but I've still never had a dream about it.
I mean, I've never had a dream about becoming a mechanical engineer, and
Yeah.
that's or a geologist. I wanted to be a geologist for years and years and years.
Yeah. Another thing I'm really surprised I've never had a dream about was going to space. Because that's something I've always wanted to
That
do.
would be cool. See, those are
Never.
things I think would be really cool if you could teach yourself to lucid dream, because then you could just do whatever the
Yeah.
fuck you wanted.
Yeah, but
It's
like
true.
imagine like going into a lucid dream and being like shit. Like it being really like it just not being good whatsoever.
But then you just change it, right? That's the whole point of lucid dreaming, is you control it.
I mean, yes, that's true, but like what if you fall into it's like you're sad or something, like you don't mean to go in a lucid dream, you're just having bad thoughts, you know what I mean?
Oh, so it's like you're letting out all your depressed thoughts while you're in lucid
Maybe.
dream?
I don't know, because I really don't know like what's the whole like I don't know. I mean, I know like you control your dreams and lucid dreams, but I don't know like what the extent of it is. You know what I mean? I don't know
Yeah.
if it's just like you get thrown into a dream. It's like you control your actions, or if you control the setting, time,
I mean, I've
place.
never really had one. Like, I've had a dream, been like, no, I want to do this instead. But then, like, I can, like, if I try really hard, I can force it to change. But like, there's only like one thing out of the whole dream. I can't like change how the whole
Yeah,
dream takes place.
yeah. Or like, you know what the worst dreams are? Is when it's like really good, like something really, really good's about to happen. I don't know anything. Like the dream's getting good, like you're hitting like the climax right before like the story's
And you
about
wake
to
up.
end, and yep, you wake up and you're like, no, 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 go back to sleep, go back
Dude,
to sleep, and you cannot fall
I
back to
have
sleep for the life
successfully went
of you.
back to sleep and resumed a dream
Oh
once
my
in my
god,
life.
One
And
time.
it was
Yeah.
the best
what
feeling ever.
what was it about?
Um, I think that
Is it
was
work?
my first like wet
Is it work
dream.
appropriate?
No, I think it was like my first wet dream.
Okay, didn't need to know that.
What? I didn't like wet the bed, but you know, you can.
Yeah, I
You,
get it. We get it.
come
We
on, you
get
can't
it.
say you've never had a dream about that.
I've never had a dream about that.
Really?
No, I
Swear to
haven't
my
either.
mom.
Huh.
Well, Hayden, that's explainable. Oh my goodness,
But
that's
no, it's not like
amazing.
you like calm in the bed or anything. But like, you obviously like you're there and you're just living it out.
Smacking around,
Yeah.
smacking. See, no, I've never had one. Being completely honest.
See, now I'm having like revelations. Like, I always used to think there was like a witch in my closet when I lived in Colorado when I was little.
Yeah.
And
Well, every kid thought there was something out
no,
to
but
get
I
them
would
in
like see
somewhere.
it.
Oh,
So like maybe that was like a
you're
sleep
crazy.
paralysis or something.
Maybe I don't know, dude. That's fucked.
Like I would have to close my closet doors, like they were sliding ones. I'd have to make sure they're completely closed because otherwise I'd see like witch head peeking out of it or some shit.
That's
It
just
was
because you were a
fucked.
kid.
Yeah,
You're
but I don't know if it was maybe a dream now that I'm thinking about it, or if I
yeah.
was just imagining stuff because I was a kid.
Who knows? I really don't have any memories of me being like that. Like I don't have any memories of that. Like obviously as a kid you're always like, ooh, there's a monster under my bed. Ooh, there's something in
Yeah,
the corner. But like I don't have any memories of like seeing anything like vividly.
yeah, yeah. No, I've definitely like I like was convinced I saw shit. So it could have just been dreaming,
Dude,
obviously,
maybe you're
or
just a
maybe I just.
psychopath.
I mean, we already know that. There's no maybe on that one.
There's a bunch of screws loose that we haven't figured out about. I mean, have you met your uncle?
Fuck you.
Oh.
Fuck you.
Oh, that's a good one. Hayden, you don't even joking about.
I don't.
I'm pretty
But
sure he's out of jail right now.
Oh, go.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Yeah.
so since we're kind of on like the topic of scary stuff, do you guys remember when like the whole clown thing happened?
yeah, I was retarded.
Like, okay, so I was listening to this podcast and it was talking about that and like conspiracy theories around it. And there was really only one incident where it was like anything got out of that anything was like really bad, and it was in Florida. This family was just driving along and they stopped at a red stoplight, and like a group of 20 fucking clowns, teenagers dressed up as clowns, come in and fucking assault them. One guy gets stabbed, the other one gets beat the shit out of. Like the dad gets stabbed, the kids get beat up with like blunt objects like baseball bats, hockey sticks, stuff like that. And like then they just take off and go. Like can you like that's so fucked.
It's like a fucking cult. You say this in Florida?
Yeah, that was in Florida. And
Oh yeah,
like
that makes sense. That's normal.
Everyday Florida.
like they were just talking about that and I'm like, holy shit, like I actually remember that. Like can you imagine like being like 50 and being like, hey, remember when like clowns were just walking around everywhere and just acting like it was nothing? You know what I mean?
Dude, I remember wishing like I had just seen one in the middle of the road in my truck because I would have fucking hit them. I
Definitely.
fucked you, dude.
Definitely. And like honestly, what do you think like the legal precautions would have been if like if something if so let's say you're just fucking chilling in Walmart parking lot. You're unloading the groceries from the car, you're putting them in your car, and like it's by let's say it's even by a field, like a cornfield. And like someone walks out in a clown mask, and let's say they had a knife. Let's say the knife at the end of the day was fake. It wasn't even a real knife. It was just like a knife you can go into Walmart and buy, and it was just a fake knife, plastic. But you thought in that moment that it was a real knife and you shot him and you killed him. What do you think the legal precautions would be? Like, I feel like, no, I just listen. I feel like just because in that situation, the legal precautions would be completely different. It happened in 2016, by the way, is when like, is 2000, like the end of 2016, like middle of 2000, or like in the beginning of 2017, and it just kind of died off. It was just like, I bet you during that time period, you'd be able to get away with it a lot more than what you could right now.
I think if you could make a case that you felt threatened, which obviously, like if you make a good case, you felt threatened. If your life is threatened, you have the right to defend yourself. And
Yeah.
if that kills it, then fuck it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I just can't imagine like I can't wait till like I'm never gonna have kids, so I could be like, hey, Brody's kid. Back in my day, there was killer clowns running around.
Back in my day.
oh my god,
Just being like that.
I would have to regulate the stories you told my children.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a good time.
Regulate.
But like, it's kind of crazy how like that was just like the same thing as like the ice bucket challenge. Remember that?
Yeah, I never did. Well, that was like for ALS.
I know,
Right,
but
yeah.
still, like it's still like an internet trendy type deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, so
So I
was
mean,
lighting yourself on fire though.
yeah, I know it's exactly like so. I mean, like
Guys haven't done that yet?
I think it's kind of messed up about how like obviously it's very apparent that no matter what is trendy on the internet, whether it's bad, good, stupid, whatever you want to call it, it still like catches traction. That's what I was just trying to get at right there.
I
Like
mean, I still want to do the condom one where you drop a condom on your head full of water. That'd be
yeah,
fun.
What's
I
that
don't
supposed to do?
like you never seen that, and like it goes around your head. It's like bleh.
Oh, okay. That makes
Yeah. Yeah, there's just I don't know, like the Tide Pod challenge. Remember when that went around?
Oh my god, like idiots.
that was my favorite.
That yeah, it's just
Controlling
like
the
okay.
population was that one.
Honestly, what do you guys think about that? Like, do you think we should just like
Let
like
the dumber people
yeah, it's
than
like
the herd.
I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, life's gonna take its course either way. Why should we
Dude.
have to handicap everything?
I like the post or whatever or the tweet or whatever it was. It's like we should take the warning labels off of everything and just let natural selection figure it out.
We should. I don't know about that.
Obviously, we shouldn't do that, but it would be fucking hilarious.
I would probably die.
I think
Why?
for the
What would you
less
die from?
dangerous things. Why? Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Something, anything. I don't know. I do a lot of stupid shit. I don't know. Something would eventually kill me. Definitely, 110%. So another thing is, all I do is at work all day is listen to podcasts. And another thing they talked about was how so during World War II, the Nazis, after they would conquer Europe, wherever I don't know, whatever. When they didn't, what's one country they didn't conquer? They
Poland.
took control of. There you go. When they took Poland, They walked into the banks. They're like, "Hey, yo, this is my country now, bitch. Give me all your gold." And all the soldiers would get all the gold. They would take all the jewelry, all the wedding rings, everything, all
The
the
jewelry.
earrings. Shut up. Everything. They would take everything and they would be like, "Here, my sire Hitler, take our stuff." So that's actually how Germany funded their war, because that was the number one biggest problem that Germany had, is they did not have the funds
The
to
moolah.
take over the world. So they just basically just, ooh, I take over this country, give me the gold. And then obviously that would cause problems after World War II ended, because all these countries would be like, well, you see here, boys, we ain't got no gold. Like, cuz that's before the current banking system, when money was actually backed up by gold. Like, you could go to a bank and they'd be like, how much money you got? Well, we got this much amount of gold, blah 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 blah. Stuff like that. And I forget, I think it was like $150 million worth of gold back then, which I don't remember what inflation was and blah 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 for now. But out of all of the gold and all of the valuables that Germany confiscated during World War II, they only ever found 10% of everything.
Wow.
They hit
10%.
it pretty well then.
That is it. Only 10%.
Or
Like,
when
where did
Adolf
like I said,
went to Argentina, he brought
and what
most
he
of it.
actually used to do is they would smelt everything and just they would make it into their own
Currency, probably.
they'd make into their own ores. They'd make their own ores and stamp the Nazi symbol on top of it. So like you would know that it's like Nazi gold. And I think it was Scotland. I think it was Scotland. During the entire World War, Scotland was like, "Oh yeah, we'll take your gold and we'll give you cash for it."
Dude, well, imagine how much, if you found a piece of gold, how much that would be worth these
Oh
days.
my god, dude, who the fuck knows? Just, I mean, it's gold, and like obviously, gold's not the most valuable thing in the world, but it's Nazi gold. It's not just gold; it's Nazi gold.
Yeah, it has some
Yeah.
like ridiculous history behind it, and you could sell that for a lot.
I can't even imagine how much you would sell that for. But I just thought that was really interesting, and like that was pretty crazy. Just like how just like I don't know, just like, can you imagine just being like, "Hey, we're taking over your country. Give me all your stuff." You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
Like
you might as well. You already conquered
I
them.
don't.
Get the
say,
shit.
That's
yeah.
how confident they were in that they were gonna hold the territory, not just like, "Okay, I'm taking it over." You know what I mean? Like that's the most crazy part. And then here's the funny part: is that so after Hitler walked in, he was taking everyone's gold because he took everyone over. And then after we won the World War, the United States made this own program called, I think it was like something Safe Haven or something like that. And it was where we collected all the gold and then distributed it out to countries that needed it fairly, quote unquote, fairly.
Oh, I'm sure we did.
Oh, I'm sure we did too. And then like there was a big lawsuit and stuff like that. Like a bunch of foreign countries are like, "Oh, you didn't. Where's all this gold if like you confiscated all of it, but we only have 10% of it? So where'd the other 90% go?" Oh, yeah. I
U.S.
was.
of A.
I mean, like we obviously deserved it because I mean we're the United States of America, but you know, like
Duh.
obviously, why wouldn't we just get all the gold anyways? Because screw Europe.
Are kind of the best country.
Well, it's just like payment for the war. Like if we wouldn't step in, you would be Germany right now. So fuck you.
I mean,
True.
you could argue that we would be Germany.
Well, eventually we probably would be Germany if they took over all of Europe.
Can you just think about that? Think about being one man. Think about being Hitler, just waking up one day. You know what? I want to fucking take over Europe, and then like, I mean, he almost did it. He was close.
Shouldn't have
Yeah, if he
attacked
wouldn't
Russia,
have
man.
got
Exactly.
Russia.
Exactly. Like he was almost there. He played every card perfect. He was almost there. He just had to play one more card. I mean, I don't know, one more card, but still.
A
Like,
whole
dude,
nother deck.
can you imagine like his KD? Like we've joked around.
Oh my god. He himself had a horrible KD. He was 0-1.
No, he wasn't, dude.
He killed himself.
He
Well,
was.
sorry. He supposedly killed himself. Instead, he was sucking on a margarita down in
Oh
Argentina.
my god. So here's another thing. Do you guys know who Jeffrey? What's his last name? The guy who didn't kill himself.
Epstein.
Epstein. Do you actually know who that is?
Yeah, he's the pedophile.
Yeah, but do you know like everything about him? Like, do you know all of his background? Do you know like what he actually like, quote unquote, like what he actually got in trouble for?
It was running a child sex trafficking ring on his island.
Yeah. Wow, Hayden, I'm surprised you knew that. I didn't know any of that. I learned no like
Yeah.
I'm being serious. Like I didn't know any of that. Like I just thought he was just like another millionaire that just like Bill Cosby, just raped a couple kids and just like
Just raped a couple
just a
kids,
couple.
you know?
Well,
The
like,
just a
usual.
couple.
so like got put in jail like before he had his long sentence for like um they didn't classify it as like rape or sexual assault. They classified it as like participating in prostitution and stuff like that when the quote
children.
unquote prostitute was a kid.
Well,
Yeah,
plural,
it was a
children.
classic case of like trying to make it sound not
Yeah.
as
Better
bad as
than
it
what
was.
Exactly. And he was sentenced, I think it was 18 months of prison,
That's it?
and he only served 13 of it.
Until
And
his
here's the kicker.
elusive
Here's the kicker.
suicide by
Why-
the Clinton.
While he was in jail, he bought another island. So then he owned 2 islands. He also, while he was in jail, he was on work release, and he bought an office like I think it was like 5 minutes away from the jail or something like that. It was something really close to the jail, and he was working while he was at jail, 8-hour days, stuff like that.
That's awesome.
See, now this is the thing that even backs up that he didn't kill himself even more is if he's only had like what 5 more months to serve or whatever.
Yeah,
No,
well,
I have
you've already
no-
done
he
the hard
just
part.
bought an island, just bought an office. You know, he's doing pretty well in jail. Like he's just doing his normal shit, but he's in jail.
Yeah.
So why would he kill himself?
Well, like
Because he did it.
they really were talking about on the podcast both ways. How I don't remember what exactly they said about how they killed himself or why he would kill himself, but no, it was something about how like people, because he was actually, I don't want to say he was really good friends, but he was acquaintance with the Clinton family. And
We're on Pedophile Island.
oh, okay, so yeah, he was friends with the Clintons, and basically he was afraid that like because like he was gonna pull what's that guy who's a rapper and just like throwing everyone on the bus.
Oh, 6ix9ine.
Yeah, like I don't know if he was gonna do that, but basically he was in too deep. That was like one of the speculations. The other speculation is that he was actually killed by the Clintons, just like Hillary Clinton killed a bunch of other people before.
Like, wasn't it
Deleted
like 11
details.
other people or some shit
I have no clue.
had killed themselves while after being associated with the Clintons?
Yeah, I don't know for sure, but yeah, like he basically just owned islands. Just I don't like I don't. So this is the only thing I was thinking about. How come like all these rich people that have stupid amounts of money, they always go for children? Why is that?
Because they're young. They're
I
reminding
mean,
them of being
the
young.
only thing I can get out of it, or like the only conclusion I come to, is that like women throw themselves at them so much that just like women, like hot women, don't equate to like anything.
I mean, I could think
So
of it
then
maybe
you
they're
go
like the forbidden fruit. Like, it's something they can get anything they want, but that's off limits, so it makes it more like tempting. Maybe I don't know.
That's really
I don't
weird.
think it always fucking happens though. Like honestly, it always happens. If you have a bunch of money, if you're famous, blah blah blah, you rape children. Like it's like Bill Cosby, Michael Jackson. I want to watch that documentary. I think it's like Leaving Alabama, something like that. I don't know exactly what it was, but it's basically just a documentary about everything that he did and like everything stuff like that. Like, it's like 4 hours long, I think. It's like two-hour long episodes.
Well, it'd be interesting though, because I don't know pretty much anything about that.
Neither do I. And even like the Bill Cosby stuff. Like obviously I know he drugged and raped people, but like I don't know like the specifics. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm always wary of just like looking at headlines and being like, yeah, I know this. Like, I want to know more about it. There's a lot of things I want to know more about, and sometimes I don't have the motivation to look into it.
I guess like I don't know. For me, it's like It's just if I want to learn something, I feel the need to find every single like view on it and like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Just because like I feel like to completely understand something and form your own opinion, you're gonna need to know every other opinion out there. I mean, that's
Yeah,
not for all.
that's a good mindset to have.
Or at least I want to say like you can't be going into a situation and be like, I know this opinion is like right because it's the only one I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And stuff like that. How long have we been going for? I don't even know.
I think we're getting close to an hour. Maybe
I think we are.
maybe go a little bit longer.
You guys just want to wrap it up here?
Yeah, it's fine.
All right.
Just a little short. It's a little short.
A little short. There's nothing wrong with being a little short, right, Brody?
Fuck
Jesus Christ.
All right, boys. Oh, that has been the Malarkey podcast. This is gonna episode? What is this? 3, 4? We're not.
I think it's just 3.
I know because the other episode don't. So we're listening to episode. If you want to learn more about space, death, oh my, you should go check out episode 2. And if you want to learn about how this dysfunctional group of friends met each other, you should go check out episode 1 because then you will learn everything your little heart desires. You can find us anywhere you can find a podcast at. You can find us on iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all the good stuff. Oh, and YouTube. We do have a YouTube. Everything's the same. It's just the Malarkey list on YouTube, Spotify, all that. You can follow us on Twitter, which is what, Hayden?
At the Malarkey.
There we
I
go.
think it's Team Alarcus.
All right. It's at Team Malarkey. There we go. There we go, boys. Give us a follow on Instagram. Maybe you'll get some behind the scenes stuff. Maybe we could see Hayden shirtless. Who knows? We'll never know. We'll
Never know.
We should go follow. All right, boys. That has been the Malarkey podcast. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you guys tune in next week. Sorry for skipping a week. We love you. Bye-bye.
See you.
Adios. Bam.
Amigos.